Welcome everybody to today's game, and we're going to be playing a bit of Summoner Wars 2nd edition. This is the starter set which features the Tundra Orcs and Phoenix Elves. I have of course set everything up, and I managed to pick this up for £7 the other day, which was, I think, a bargain. Yes, it's got the cheap little paper mat, which isn't the best, I will be honest. You probably are wanting to get the master set, but these two factions don't come outside of this starter set, so it is what it is. I'm looking forward to playing. I'm going to be playing the Grognak Orcs, and I'm also going to be playing Queen Medalia with the Phoenix Elves, because I'm basically going to be playing solo, playing both sides to the best of the abilities, but the Grognak Orcs are going first. Now, how the game works is it's split into phases. You've got the start of the turn where you discard all your active events. We've got no events because we're at the beginning. Then we have summon. And as you can see right here, we have 2 summon points because we're going first. They will have 3. But we get to summon cards. And we have 5 cards in hand. And these are their summon abilities. So for 1 point, just put that there. We can summon this guy onto the board, and we can put him either side of the gate. So I'm just going to put him right there like that. Then we get to move units. So we can move up to 3 units, and you can move them 2 spaces. I want to realistically start getting into combat, but not quite with some of them. So I'm going to move the Frost Shaman 1. I'm going to move Grognak up 1 as well. And then I am going to move the Tundra Fighter up just there, like that. Then we go on to the build phase, and I can't build nothing. I have no gates. So these are your gates, these are your spawn things. I don't have any in my hand, so I can't build. So we're on to attack. And we can choose any 3 units to attack. So firstly, I'm going to use the Tundra Fighter here and attack the Royal Guardian. The Tundra Fighter has an attack of 2 dice, and he has Frenzy. So after each time this unit attacks an adjacent enemy card, roll a dice. If a magic is rolled, you may force this unit 1 space. If you do, this unit may resolve an extra attack against an adjacent enemy card. So pretty useful right there. But for now, we just roll 2 dice. And we need the swords, and we've rolled 2 swords, so we end up causing 2 damage to the Royal Guardian. For damage, we just use these little chips right here that come with the game, and then we just place them on the model like that, basically, model card. Now, because I'm new to the game, I didn't realise that Grognak boosts himself once he has moved. So there's that one. Then we're going to attack with the Frost Shaman on the Ember Archer, because he has a arrow ability. So he's ranged. He can aim in 3 spaces, but he has unwieldy magic, which means that when this unit attacks, if 0 magic are rolled, no damage is added to the target. So we need some magic on this roll. And yeah, we got magic, so there's the magic symbol, as you can see right there. So we then do 1, 2, 3 damage, which kills the Ember Archer. And when a unit is killed, it just goes into the discard pile right there. But that's it for our attacks. We then go on to the magic phase, and basically we kill the unit, so we gain 1 magic for killing a unit. And then we can discard any cards that we have to basically get another magic, and we will discard that one to get 1 more magic, which gives us 3 for next turn. And that's the basics of the game. All we do then is draw back up to 5 cards. So now we have our 5 cards right here. Looks like we drew 2 smashers, and we've already got 1 in hand, so it might be best to get rid of 1 or 2 of them next time round. But that's it for a full turn. Let's get on to the turn of the elves. So in the summoning phase, the elves just spawned a Royal Guardian right there next to the gate and the Tundra Fighter. In the movement phase, the Royal Guardian moved 2 and then Queen Malaria moved 2 as well. So basically that Thunder Fighter, he's going to suffer a bit, I think. She has got a gate to build, so she is going to place it right here. Gates, when you build them, can be in any 3 of your back rows, or you can place one next to the summoner of your choice. So if the summoner was up here, then I could place it there, basically. That's just the way it is. So attack phase, the queen wants to be the first one to attack. She gets 4 dice and she needs arrows. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 arrows right there. Yep, he's dead. She's managed to slaughter him. And that's it for attacks, basically, because I was hoping that she wouldn't kill it and then I could use the Royal Guardians to kill it, but hey-ho, that is what it is. When the queen attacks, she can then boost herself, and her ability is basically she can bring anybody within distance. So I am going to move this Royal Guardian just to the side of her there to end up protecting her a little bit. In the magic phase, I got rid of 1 card, so she's on 3 now, and of course Grognek is on 3 as well. So there's no events to discard in the second round, so we just moved the Smasher. We ended up summoning him for 3, so he should be quite brutal in combat, I would have thought. For movement, I moved the Frost Shaman up, the Smasher and the Tundra Fighter. So basically we have a bit of a good line now to try and go on the offensive. We still have nothing to build, so it's time to go on the attack. I am going to use the Frost Shaman first to attack that Royal Guardian. And he does no magic. That was not a magic. So nothing happens. The Frost Shaman's attack doesn't go through. I am then going to use Smasher to smash that Royal Guardian right at the front there with the one that's already wounded. He rolls them though. He rolls 4, so 4 damage. The Royal Guardian is deceased. And I just get rid of my other 2 smashers. From there, I feel having him on the board is good enough. He's got good health and we're chasing down the queen right now. So unless they spawn something good in to protect her, he should be more than fine. Which gives us 3 spawn points for next round. So for their turn, we have summoned in an Ember Beast. Now the Ember Beast is, you know, pretty decent for what he does. And we've also summoned in an Ember Mage. So there's that one right there. And she just goes there because she's ranged. So we want a bit of ranged with that next time round. So there's the summon. For the move, he has Wildfire, so at the start of the move phase, add 1 damage to each adjacent enemy unit. So we'll just move him there and then there. Start of his move phase, he just adds 1 damage to the Smasher. Then we will move the Ember Mage like that. And we will move Queen Malaria over there, just like that. So we've got some good attacks coming up. First up, the Queen is going to attack the Frost Shaman with 4 dice. So she gets 1, 2 damage. Not enough, I'm afraid. Then the Ember Beast is going to attack the Smasher. So 3 dice. He hits for 3, which is very, very nice. And lastly, the Ember Mage is going to hit the Tundra Fighter and gets 1, just 1 damage. Not the best attacking phase ever, was it that? But we will then move this Royal Guardian over to there to try and protect the Queen. In the magic phase, she ended up sacrificing 2 cards, so she now has 2 magic. Felt like she needed to because I was hoping she could have took that one out at least and done a bit more damage to that one, but overall, I think the damage has sort of been done to them, so we're setting them up. So for the orcs, all we do is bring on a Tundra Charger, and as you can see, these have 0 spawn, so they don't cost anything, they just get put on the board. And I feel that's quite good for us. So let's get on to the move phase. For movement, I move Grognak, I move the Tundra Charger, and I move the fighter just right there. We still have nothing to build. I have drew no gates whatsoever. I have no idea why. So the Smasher is going to attack the Ember Beast. And he gets 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't think anything is preventing that damage. So that is a dead Ember Beast. That Smasher is definitely smashing it, isn't he? Then going to use the Tundra Fighter to attack the Ember Mage. He gets 2 damage. And she just takes 1. So that's all she takes. She's got 1 health remaining, but she's set up for next turn. And lastly, I'm going to use the Frost Shaman to attack the Royal Guardian. He gets 1. There's his thing, 2, 3. So 3 damage is done to the Royal Guardian. Very, very nice turn that was for the Orcs. I think they are in charge right now. And in the magic phase, we get rid of 2, so we end up going to 6. We are looking good. So the elves are not looking good at the minute, but we do bring the Ember Archer on, and he has a quick shot ability, which means he just causes damage when he moves. So we place him right there. And then we use Spirit of the Phoenix. So when the ability of a friendly unit adds damage to an enemy unit without attacking it, the ability adds 1 more damage. So that'll pair with the Ember Archer, of course. And that's it. So we go to the movement phase. He's going to move 2 and target Grognak because we have to kill the summoner. That's how we win the game. So he's going to cause 2 damage for that. 1 damage for his quick shot, and then 1 damage for Spirit of the Phoenix. So that's 2 damage on Grognak right there. That one's quite good. In terms of the rest of the units, Queen Malaria, she has just moved to that position right there, so she can get a bit of an attack on the Smasher. In the build phase, we build a gate right there, so we have basically clogged off the lanes, which means they have to come through that area if they wish to attack. For attacks though, the Ember Archer is going to aim at Grognak. He's got 2 dice and he causes 1 wound. So he is on 3 right now, which is pretty nice. You know, he's got 14 health though, which is a bit of a pain. Then Queen Malaria, or Moldaria, whatever, probably said her name wrong. She's got 4 dice. And she gets 1 hit. Absolutely brilliant. But when this unit is attacked, fire, add 1 extra damage to this unit. Oh, okay. So sluggish. When this unit is being attacked, if you roll a magic, add 1 extra damage to this unit. So she gets 1, and then she gets the flare on the other 3 dice, so basically it's 2 damage, so that puts it up to 6, and she has successfully killed the Smasher. That's smashing, that is. Gonna keep using that one, don't care. Next, I think we're going to use the Ember Mage to attack the Tundra Fighter right there, so 2 dice. And she gets 2 attacks, which it's already got 1, so that is another dead orc right there. So yeah, all of a sudden we got 3 summoning power to play with, and we're in control of the board. The elves get rid of another 1, they get rid of an Ember Mage, so they go up to 4 now, and their summoning might is pretty decent. I do think though I will just go back, because it was meant to be done in the attack phase. I will push the Royal Guardian just to there, just so as it clogs up a bit. I know I was supposed to do it in the attack phase, but I completely forgot about it. There is now, though, an opening for the orcs that I didn't see. We have the Shonk, and he does take 5, but look at that attack power, 8. And he can be placed right there. And guess who he's going to charge straight at with that 8 damage. Yep, he's going for the Queen. I didn't see that one originally. There is our only summon, but we have got a sudden gate. It's about sudden time. So we're just going to place that gate right there for the orcs. Then it's on to movement. So Shonk, 1, 2. Frost Shaman, 1, 2. And then Grognak, 1, 2. He wants a bit of a go at that archer right there. Attack phase. I did accidentally as well. Was supposed to move first and then build, but regardless, it wasn't getting in the way. Attack phase. Grognak's going to attack the Ember Archer. He's got 4 dice. And that is 1, 2 damage. And that is it. He's got nothing to protect himself. That's a dead Ember Archer right there. Then going to attack with the Frost Shaman, because why not? 3 dice. Rolled his Flare, which is what he needed, and he's got 3 attack, which is another dead Royal Guardian. Not looking good anymore, is it? Shonk, though, his ability states Wild Strike. When the unit attacks, add 1 damage to the target for each magic flare rolled instead of the swords. So even though he's a sword character that gives him 8 dice, he can only hit on the actual magic dice. So yeah, this roll is not going to be great. Let's see how many we get. There is 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 2. That's it. 2 damage. That attack was weaker than I thought it would be. I am then now going to play Primal Fury in the attack phase. And once per turn, after your summoner attacks, you may force your summoner 1 or 2 spaces. He did attack, obviously. So he's going to go 2 spaces just to there to start piling the pressure on. We're basically forcing them into a bit of a corner right there. And we discard a couple of cards, so we've gone back up to 5 for the summoning power. So for the elves, we bring on an Ember Beast in the summoning phase. Then it's on to the move phase. So first off, I'm going to move Queen Muldaria. I am then going to move the Ember Mage. And the Ember Beast is just going to do that because he's going to hit Wildfire, which causes 1 damage to Grognak. And we're basically going to be trying to take him down as much as physically possible, cause as much damage as we can. Build phase, we've got nothing to build. Time for attacks. I'm going to attack with the Ember Beast on Grognak first. He gets 3 dice, and he gets 3 hits. That's pretty blooming good right there. So that's what? 7 damage is halfway there. The Ember Mage is then going to attack the Frost Shaman. So she gets 2 dice, and she gets 1. So it's not killed it, which is a shame. He has 3 wounds. He's got 1 left. I was hoping he'd die. So onto the Queen. She has 4, and she needs to... Yeah, what she needs to do? She needs as much as possible. She gets 3. Have we got anything we can use? We've not, have we? We've got no events we can use or anything like that. So 3 damage onto Grognak. So he's took a bit of damage. You know, he's on 10. He's definitely suffering. And then for the Queen, I'm going to move the Ember Beast to protect her, so as Grognak just doesn't charge straight in and obliterate her. Hopefully we might be able to outlast the orcs. So I ended up sacrificing 3 cards, which means I go up 5. on the summoning track. And let's see what Grognak's orcs can do. So the orcs have gone for it. They've spent all their power. They've brought Targon on and they've brought a Tundra Fighter on. So that is that. Movement. Grognak is getting out of the way. And then we are going to move Targon 1, 2. And we are basically want to protect Grognak as much as possible. So we're going to go in with a Frost Shaman 1, 2 right there. So as you can at least try and hit the Queen a little bit of damage. We have nothing to build, so the Frost Shaman is going to attack. And he causes 2 damage, which is pretty good. So she has 4 wounds, and that means she's got 5 left. Then Shunk is going to attack the Ember Mage. So he gets 8, which is everything, but he only attacks and hits on the magic. And he gets 1, 2, 3 damage. Yep, 3 damage. So that's dead. So that's pretty good. That moves us back up 1. And then Targon is going to attack. So 4 dice. Far shot can 4 clear straight spaces away. And friendly adjacent frost units have +1 strength, so that doesn't matter. So she gets 4 dice against the Ember Beast and hits with all 4. So that's dead. So we've suddenly gone up to 2. Yeah, we protecting Grognak and attacking the Queen, pushing her further and further back. Let's see what happens. As we get rid of 2 cards, go up to 4, and so that means we're close to the bottom of our deck, but we should hopefully start seeing a bit better cards and having more power to work with. We've bought on a Royal Guardian right here, we've bought on an Ember Archer over there, and we're also going to be using Spirit of the Phoenix because movement phase. We're going to move the Ember Archer. Once he moves, it adds 1 damage. So Tundra Charger right there receives 2 damage. That's a dead Tundra Charger. In terms of the Queen, I think she's probably fine right there. And then the Royal Guardian, we're probably moving 1, 2 down to there. Yep. Try and put a bit of pressure on. We've got nothing to build in the build phase, so we're on to the attacks. The Royal Guardian is going to attack Targon. So 1 damage, yep, causes 1 damage. And then forced away, because we're going to shove Targon that way. Basically gives an extra damage on top, so hopefully the Queen can take her on, which we're going to do next. So 4 dice. She's not. She gets 1. That could have gone better. Well, here's what it is. Then the Archer is going to attack Grognak. 2 dice. Would love to see 2 damage. We get 1. That's a absolute swine right there, because it probably means the Queen's dead. But I feel as though that was our best shot. I don't think we had anything else really in our cards and ability-wise to do. It was basically an all or nothing, try and kill Targon, try and kill Grognak, or at least wound him to the point of death. And in the magic phase, we get rid of a card and go up to 4 summon power. But I think it's curtains for us. So for the orcs, we've placed nothing. We're not going to summon anything right now. So I'm going to move Grognak just there. We are then going to move Shunk 2 and Targon She doesn't need to, just she can actually move back. We'll keep her there like that. We're not building, we're just attacking. We're going to try to kill off the queen. Shank is going to go first, try and deal as much damage as possible on 8 dice. And he gets 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's really, really good. So that means she has received 6, 7. 2 more. That's all she needs. And Targan has 4 dice. So she just needs some arrows. 1, 2, 3. It is over. The queen is defeated. Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed this playthrough of Summoner Wars, the starter set. I actually really enjoyed that. It was quite a bit of fun. I feel I didn't have the best cards with the elves to try and do anything any good, and as soon as the orcs started steamrolling, they kind of steamrolled the entire way through it. So maybe it's not the best showcase of the abilities of this game, because obviously I'm just playing against myself and trying to play to the best of the abilities. Need to play it a couple more times with my lads. We only had the one game the other day when I bought it, so we need to see what he says before I even consider thinking about getting the master set and the other parts, because there's quite a lot. I think there's about 9 other factions released. I mean, the price is right on them. The master set's what, 40 quid. The other sets are around about 12 quid each. It's fun. I enjoy it, but this might be all we need, just to have a little play of the game now and again. And if we fancy other factions, we could add on factions to it and just play it this way using just this one starter set. But alas, that's everything. I hope that my video recording is fine. Trying something new out, because I've had a wireless microphone, and also I've bought a gimbal, but my gimbal ran out of juice before I started filming, so just using the standard tripod here. See how it is in filming, let me know regardless, and I'm back to filming more regular videos. Thanks for watching.